active now?
Good afternoon, Sneh. So, looking at the near-term structure, there was some profit taking in Hindalco, and looking at the current state of structure, stock is almost trading near to its immediate support area on the 50-day moving average, which is placed at around 780, zone. So after this decline, if it's able to defend this 780 zone, some pullback action can be there in this counter, as long-term structure for this stock is still in the bullish trajectory. Near-term structure is suggesting some profit taking or maybe brief consolidation we could witness in near term. So 775 to 810 would be the range for near-term perspective. Either side breakout or breakdown will decide the major course of action for this counter. But as long-term structures are bullish, so still I think those who are already on the long side of trade can hold the position with stop loss of 775.
Okay, so that's on Hindalco, and that's a stock that's in focus on the back of its earnings today. Let's just pull up the chart of Hindalco and see what that stock is up to as we speak. And about, yes, it's right where it was, in fact, the last time we saw it, 0.6% uptick coming in on Hindalco as well. Some other earnings to address in the last 1 hour or so. We've had numbers coming in from Shyam Metallics, wherein their PAT is up by 21% on a year-on-year basis. There's been margin expansion too. That stock should be doing well. Yes, that stock is up 3%. Kunal, do you track this stock, Shyam Metallics? It's a good move coming in today.
Don't track the stock, but yeah, I think looking at the near-term charts, it looks like the stock has finally found its bottom around 840 levels. Recently, also the stock corrected from 1,000 odd mark. I think the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks from 980,000 was the recent high for Shyam Metallics, and from there the stock had corrected towards 840. And generally, we've seen that with markets doing like what they've done today, and stocks finding good bounces from their critical support points on the back of higher volumes makes a case that these stocks would probably have found a near-term bottom for themselves. So I don't track the stock very closely, but yeah, looking at the charts in the last couple of days and the last 2-3 weeks of price correction for the stock, seems to be 840 is a good support the stock has found, and we could be looking at the stock gradually moving towards 900 to 920 range.
We're seeing strong volumes coming in the mid-cap space. If you look at some of the stocks, Interarch Building, it's up nearly 14.5%. Good volumes as well. If you look at 30 compared to 30-day average, it's nearly 40 times 30-day average volumes. You have Precall, which is up 10%. L&T Finance again, it's at a 10% circuit, which is there. Tangamile is one stock, Kunal, which you've been talking about, that it's gone up by nearly 30-40% in the last few days, right?
Yeah, 50% this week itself for Tangamile.
Yeah.
And
There
the
was a
stock
20% upper circuit, which was followed by a 17% move the next day. So very good set of numbers coming in, and that is what led to that reaction on the stock.
And this generally tells you that when markets are surprised positively, they are okay to buy it at premium also for stocks. So after 20% upside, so I'm assuming that this was in the back of results, for the stock price action. After 20% uptake, we sometimes feel that maybe the stock is a little overbought, and but if it's backed by strong numbers, etc., in this case, then markets are okay to buy this at premium also, and that's why short-term traders or even investors, they generally get rewarded into such stocks.
But is that the case with BSE also today? Because overvaluation concerns have been there with BSE limited stock also, and if you pull up the chart,
today.
yeah, it's a 9% uptick.
Yeah, it's a breakout of sorts now for BSE. There was this 30% correction for BSE in 2025. Now look at it, after this 10-15% rise, it's almost forgotten now for BSE. So from 3,000 levels, I think if I'm not wrong, the stock corrected towards 2,000 odd mark in mid part of 2025. And from there, 2,000 levels, the stock is back again to 2,600 levels currently. So I think it's been a phenomenal uptrend, and this looks like that this could be a comeback rally for BSE.
Rajesh, what are the levels that you're spotting on BSE on the charts?
I think the way stock managed to be breakout over 2,500, I think if it continues to trade above these level, next target would be around 2,800 to 2,850. Very strong buying action. Even if we look at the all other capital market related companies, all stocks are showing sign of buying interest in last couple of days. So BSE is outperforming. We believe that one can hold on the position even in the minor decline. Also, one can add the position. At this juncture, 2,500 needs to keep as a stop loss for upside target of 2,850.
Do you also look at Swan Energy as well, Rajesh?
You mean Swan Corporation
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Energy?
I think the new name is Swan Energy. I think Swan
Okay.
Corp. Yeah.
Yeah, Swan Corp. So stock is still in consolidation range only. If we analyze last 4 5 month the price behavior, still stock not able to give breakout above 485 490 zone, which is very important and crucial for the stock. If at all stock crosses above 490 zone, then yes, there would be a breakout on the monthly as well as on the weekly chart, and then possible extension of rally towards 530, we may see in the near term to short term perspective. But looking at this price behavior, we believe that those who can give some time, like 2 to 3 month kind of time horizon is there, then one can buy and accumulate. As looking at near term structure, we believe that stock is poised for giving breakout of this consolidation. So at this juncture, 462 needs to keep as a stop loss to buy and accumulate. On the breakout of 490, one can add more position for upside target at 540.
Uh, do you have any view on Amber as well? Amber Enterprises stock down nearly 8.5% on the back of disappointing numbers.
Yeah, so stock corrected sharply post this number. Stock is now slipped below to 20-day, 50-day moving average. Near-term trend has turned on the weaker side. Looking at the long-term structure, still stock is trading above to long-term support area, which is almost placed at around 7,000, 6,950 kind of zone. So those who are looking for a little longer period horizon, so one can utilize this decline as a buying opportunity. On the downside, 6950 needs to keep as a stop loss now. And I think if it's not breaks below 6950, some pullback action cannot be ruled out, as long-term structure is still bullish on the even in this today's decline. Also, some buying interest was there at lower level. So maybe in pullback 7400, we may see in the near term perspective. So buy with the stop loss of 6950 would be the advice.
So that's the take on Amber Enterprise.